Okay, so today's day 13 of me documenting this journey here. So we still have this weekly setup that's still playing out right now. It's a little bit in drawdown. Um, and not too much has really happened on the daily setups. Currently 5-ish% in drawdown on the whole account, on the whole challenge. But in terms of the scalping side, once again, I'm spending this week to just test out the scalping strategy. And honestly, today I caught. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Okay, so back to what I was gonna say. So today, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I took 3 demo trades, and 2 of them played out amazingly well. Like went to full profit, but I didn't take full profit. I got break even on each one of them. I'll walk you through each one of them. This is one of them here. And then the other one was a stop loss. So I took one on each one of these. So literally NAS 100, gold. This is perfect. I called both of these out on my Telegram, and then one on US 30. So let me walk you through why I took these. So 1 hour we got, so each one of these yellow columns is the overlap between New York and London. So cool. So that's what I was looking for. New. Yeah. Oh, I should have mentioned as well. So last night I did take a trade. Hold on, before I start talking about the scalps, I did take a trade last night, and it was a loss. It was a risky trade in my opinion. Well, actually, looking back at it, it was on UJ, which is on a monthly like buy signal, you could say. The only thing is with that is it hasn't closed on the month. It hasn't closed below the monthly POI on the 1 hour and the 4 hour yet, which I was waiting for it to do. So it had a. Let me show you it properly instead of just describing it. So if I go to UJ, which is here, this is the trade that I took. I'll break it down and show you why I even took this. So why does it keep showing me this? No. Okay, so let's go. I think I need to be on daily. Yeah. Yeah. So last night, it had a very nice, clean, daily sell setup. So I drew up here, and on the 15-minute, was just waiting for it to play out the way I need it to, which comes here. Boom. Finally breaks above and closes here. And then, we got the box, and then it broke here. Now, I didn't want to chase it, so I just put my sell limit here. And then eventually it did tag me in. But it just went straight into the stop loss. So, as we can see on the monthly, it looks like it is going to push up. So, that's fine. I knew the risk. I'm comfortable with that loss. But yeah, that was my one trade that I had yesterday. It was a really quick one because it went straight to the stop loss. Now, if I go back into the scalps, which I'm very excited about just moving forward, let me go here. Boom. So you know the drill. So once it gets into this column here, the yellow column, I'm waiting for it to break above either here for buy or break below and close for sell, and it did here. So I drew the 1 hour POI, scale into the 1 minute, then here, look, boom, right? This is where the new hour happens here. It breaks above immediately, so I'm just waiting for it to close below, which it does here. And then I entered here. These happen pretty quick, so a better entry probably would have been here when I was watching it. well, when it actually broke below, but I got onto the chart like 3 minutes later. So just being quicker to the charts is definitely gonna help me here. But this is my entry, and this is why I took a break even though this went like 6R in profit, right? So I had the 50% here, so when it got hit, I got the alert and I moved my break even. So this line is going to be the break even line, yeah, this blue line. I moved it there, right? On this green candle, I thought it was going to come up and take me out of break even, but it didn't. It pushed down. It went pretty far. Look, it got so close to break even. Look, you see that? Hold on. I know it wasn't that. That would have pinged me out. It was like there. And then it got so close here. I was thinking about just taking profits here, but I didn't. I was like, kind of being stubborn. I was like, okay, it's it needs to come here, which it does. But then it had this massive pullback. Now, before this massive pullback, let me select this and show you where I had moved my break even to. So when it broke this lower low, I took this and I put it here, and then it pushed. Yeah, so before it went up, it pushed so close here, and then it just pinged me out here. Actually, no, this is where it was here. Yeah, so I got taken out there for 0.88 gain R. I still call it a break even just because it was below 1R. But then as we can see, it just pushed and it pushed and it pushed and it just carried on going. Yeah. So that just carried on going. I know in hindsight, if I had just held this, it would have been, a 6R trade. But it's fine. I'm learning. One thing that I'm going to see, and especially based off the next trade I'll show you, is maybe instead of, and I'm open to like suggestions in the comments, but instead of having like aggressively trailing it with my break even, I can just have my break even at the actual break even, because I wouldn't have got pinged out, right? And I would have got the 2R. So, and then on the next trade, this one was beautiful, but got taken out here. Let me show you the setup on it. This was a very clean setup here. So here, this is what happened. Boom, has a massive candle. It breaks here. Also, I had also drawn one here, just in case you think I didn't see it. I had 3 initially. All right, these are my 3. And then what happened was, that's what the new hour is. Yeah, so what happened was it literally smashed through the first one, which I knew was gonna happen. Smashed through the second one. So smashed through this, smashed through that, and then I thought, okay, it's probably gonna go through this as well. Which, if I'm actually, I don't know. Let me see. I don't even think it got down there. No, it didn't. It pinged it, like it touched it, but it didn't close below it, right? So finally, it breaks, and then I knew it was gonna pull back, so I had my like limit order here. And then I got pinged in here, and then I was just watching it. And then what happened was, when it got to the 50%, which literally same thing that happened on the last one. When it got to 50%, I aggressively had my stop loss was here, of course, right? And then I took my stop loss and I put it here, right there. And it had a lot of momentum. I did it on this green candle, and I just thought, okay, surely it's not gonna pull back all the way like this. And then of course what happens, that candlestick is the one that takes me out, break even, and then immediately the next minute it just takes all of that back and goes straight back into profit. And then, yeah, it was a little bit choppy here, but eventually it got to it. When did it get to it? Yeah, it was a bit choppy here, right? But it got to it in the end, right there. So obviously in hindsight, these are things that I want to improve on. So instead of maybe being too aggressive with my, what I can do is, I can do like my first week or my first batch of trades, I can be aggressive with the stop loss and the break evens, just so that I can be in profit after my first couple trades, or after my first week or two. And then once I am in like, profit, and I have like a bit of a cushion, I can just put it at the actual break even, so that I don't get pinged out like this, right? And that I can take the full TP. Those are my thoughts. And then the third and final one, the one that actually was a full loss, you could say, was this one here. So let me go 1 hour. So it's the same thing. It broke cleanly above here. Now that I'm actually looking at it, I actually did miss one. Actually, no. I had deleted it before this video. I had this here as well. So yeah, just waiting for it to do the same thing, which is break and close below, which it does pretty soon there. So it breaks here. Then we're just waiting for it to close above. So I'll be completely honest, I did not see it when it happened here. I only saw it on the next one. So it does have a heavy retracement. And it looks like if I had had my stop loss super tight, I would have got taken out. So for example, if I had, like, let's say I got in on a pullback here, if I had it super tight like that, or even that, I would have got taken out. But yeah, I didn't see that one. I saw it here. And then yeah, limit order here. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty slow to this one, so it wasn't even a limit order. I was just watching it on TradingView, and I got in here, right? So this is what happened. Now it does end up going to like 1.44R, which is pretty good, right? But then it just immediately just tanks. Now one thing that I'm noticing as well, this is my first like full loss using the scalper method. I've noticed each one of these got to at least 1R, right? So this got to 1R. Of course, let me show you. So this got to 1R. This one, of course, got to 1R as well. And this got to 1R as well. So if I just had a risk to reward 1-to-1, it would have been a 3% gain today. So that's also something I'm going to factor in. I'm just going to gather more data on these scalps and see. That can be something that I do in like the first week or so. Just go for 1-to-1s because I know they're going to hit, or has a higher likelihood of them hitting. And then once I have that cushion, once again, just scale it out like this to full TP. And then once it goes deep into profit, just put it at break even, and then just let it run, right? And start catching, these 1-to-2s. Potentially, did this get to 1-to-3? Yeah, 1-to-3s. Yeah. So this is why I'm doing this, just to show the journey for other people, but more importantly for me to speak out loud what my thoughts are, and speak out loud what I need to improve on, and have these videos to come back and watch and see, okay, this is what I could have done better. So I know on the main challenge that we're doing, which is on the daily, things are not looking too good. I'll be so real about that. But it's a learning curve, and it's okay. I'll carry on trading this. I'll carry on sticking to the rules. I think probably next year, 2026, or a week, because literally, next year is 2 weeks from now. In a week or two, I do want to start a scalping challenge where, I start the scalp like either with Top Step or I checked out the one that Cramson talks about. I'll look into those. But that's it for today. And yeah, let me know if you caught any good trades, and good luck to everyone. God bless, and let's crush the rest of the week.